Tell me about the mocap session.
It was a really fun experience. It was definitely nerve-wracking because I just get to like go into this big room with all these cameras pointed at me, and it's like, okay, sing. Oh, say does that star
That looks nothing like her. Fake.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
One fine day with a wolf and a fur, a baby was born in the cost of those stir. No good mother told me I'm from the feline canine little cat dog, cat dog, cat dog. Alone in the world, little cat dog.
Than others during the regular season?
You know, I know it sounds cliche, but not really. That really is the truth. You know, you may have 1 or 2 games that mean more, maybe Christmas, maybe against a rivalry, an old player, but you have to understand this. The whole mentality of lasting in this league is not to get too up or too down. If you get too up because you're playing against the Lakers, then, you know, you're going to lose against the Pistons the next night because you're not respecting them the same. You have to respect every team, fear every team the same, and so just circling one in red kind of shows that you're not respecting the next team, which sets up for a letdown. And so I think that's a good practice to have. Every game means the same, but human nature kicks in, and some are going to mean more than others.
That is really interesting. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So on the floor for Cleveland, they've got LeBron James. Oladipo is out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Green, and it's Gobert in at the 5. Gobert, the screen. Outside Irving. To the paint. And Gobert with the basket on the assist by Irving. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Here's Mitchell. He's covered by Irving. Mitchell kicks to Bradley. Over Oladipo. And Bradley gets it to go. Bradley's got 5 now.
And you know what? While Bradley is focused on shooting more threes and less two-point jumpers, I mean, when you feel it, you got to let it fly, guy.
A baseline J. No good from Irving.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Well, he did a great job of staying patient, letting the man make his move, and getting right up on the jump shot.
For the 3. Rebounded by the Pistons. The Cavaliers beat them last time when these two teams met in Cleveland.
Yeah, and they got beat last time these two teams met, and really free throws were the story.
Roberson the pass to Mitchell. Back to Robertson. Pistons passing it around. 6 to shoot. Here's Harris. And the shot is long.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Gobert the screen. The shot's good from LeBron. James has got his second basket of the night.
Look at Irving go to work off the ball screen and his man. He's always alert, constantly scanning the floor for his teammates.
Mitchell dishes to Drummond. Oladipo against Bradley. Kicks it to Robertson. Drummond a screen. Teardrop shot. And the rejection by James. Green kicks to LeBron. He dishes it to Gobert, and stolen by Drummond. Harris against Green, and Robertson has it in the corner. To the inside. Here's Drummond. Gobert with the defensive effort.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Well, that takes physical ability, good timing, those two things that he possesses.
And now it's Bradley running. He can go all the way. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
You see that hounding defense by Bradley? I mean, he got them out and running that time.
And that replay brought to us by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. One of the more exciting plays in basketball. Irving kicks to Green. At the elbow, it's Gobert. James outside from past the arc. Drains it from beyond the arc. James has got 8.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting called, and for good reason.
Well, yeah, he's a guy who can carry you for stretches, long stretches in this game. You want to get him involved early and often.
And that one's good. Drummond.
And the confidence of Drummond just soaring when he's attempting these mid-range shots.
Gobert, the screen. Oladipo, the pass to LeBron. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Andre Drummond picks one up.
Well, LeBron James can do everything on a basketball court. It's his passing that's always stood out to me. His vision at his size, I mean, historically great.
And you lump in LeBron with Magic Johnson and Larry Bird when you talk about players 6'8", 6'9", who can control a game, Chris, simply with their passing.
Oh, yeah, don't forget about yours truly, but he can pick you apart. He sees over the top of defenses, and he throws bullet passes that leave the defense no time to recover.
Here's Mitchell, covered by Irving. Mitchell dishes to Bradley. Pass to Harris. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Gobert. Outside, Green. Pass to Irving. Harris against Green. The pass to LeBron. Outside, Irving. Just 5 on the clock. And it's sent back by Drummond.
And shooters have to be careful when Drummond is roaming nearby. He is a defensive menace who takes his shot blocking very seriously.
They set the screen. Off the screen. And there's the call on Tobias Harris. That is his first foul of the game.
And gets physical on the boards and just really pays for it with the over-the-back call.
I'd like to see him use his head a little more than his body for the rest of the game. Don't get caught out of position in the first place.
James kicks to Irving. Oladipo outside. Outside, Green. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. And here we can now take a look at how the ratio was between the 3s and the 2s last season for the Cavaliers.
And no doubt they relied upon that three-point shot to provide a big chunk of their scoring. That's been a trend in the modern NBA, and they took that philosophy and ran with it.
Here's Mitchell. He's covered by Irving. They set the pick. Drummond a screen, and Robertson kicks to Drummond. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. Well, Drummond is a player who is always bound to put on a show on any given night. C-Web, he can do it with his gaudy numbers and rebounding totals, or he can finish with a slam. He's very aggressive in attacking the rim inside. But no matter which way, he is a crowd favorite, to say the least.
Fewer and fewer big men are taking pride, or pride themselves in working down low for points. And Drummond does it. He's a throwback, to the 90s, to the 80s. And one reason why it's easy to cheer for him is because he actually likes to play inside.
Here's Robertson. James covering. Mitchell kicks to Robertson. 6 to shoot. Now the dish to Harris. Over Green. That's good from Harris on the assist from Robertson. Harris has got his first bucket of the night.
Oh, you love the use of the mid-range jumper from Harris. Just takes his time and makes sure he's in rhythm before releasing the shot.
Here's Irving. Tries again. And Gobert with the lay-in. Gobert's got his second bucket tonight.
Oh, tough effort right there on the glass. Those second chance points can pay off in a big way.
Harris passes to Roberson. Back to Harris. Knocks it loose and stolen by LeBron. Now Cleveland moving it up. And the dunk by James.
James is just a versatile scorer. When he's feeling it, get out of the way and let him do his thing.
Mitchell dishes to Drummond. On the wing, Harris. Shot from 12, and it comes off the front of the rim. The Cavaliers leading by 3. Irving kicks to LeBron. Green, the screen. Gobert with a screen on Bradley. Shoots over Bradley. Gobert the pass to James. And that one, good. James has got 14 points.
I like how James shoots off the pass. He knows how to catch the D by surprise.
Drummond with a screen on Irving. Harris kicks to Roberson. Feeds it to Drummond. And it's Drummond with the jam.
And Drummond is just a powerful presence. So aggressive in how he skies up in the slam.
LeBron kicks to Green. Now the feed to Gobert. Oladipo outside. Gobert the screen. The kick out to Irving. Another 3 for Cleveland.
And after missing 4 straight, he finally gets one to go.
Pistons trail by 6. Here's Mitchell. 23 points for him the last game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland. Drummond a screen. Bradley dishes to Drummond. That one doesn't go. Cavaliers go the other way with it. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
And how about the points they put up? I mean, they were aggressive. In fact, at times overwhelming.
Well, think about this. They were extremely versatile in their approach, taking what the defense allowed.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
And no doubt that the fight was there, but no matter what they tried on that night, it just wasn't meant to be.
They made a positive play here and there, but just couldn't string enough of them together to mount a serious run.
And the Pistons, an entirely new group now out there. Cleveland also making some changes. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Gobert. And Bahamute comes in for Jeff Green. And it's Seth Curry in for Oladipo.
I like the shot selection on that one, despite the miss.
Irving against T. Irving passes to Mbamute, pushing their lead to double digits. And now an 11-point Cavalier lead.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Yeah, particularly on offense, where they've been completely in sync.
Drinking any bad bitches, jumping in the pool, and they ain't got on no bra. Get her front and back, pulling on the tracks, and now she's screaming out no miles. They like Savage, why you got a 12-car garage and you only got 15 cars? Cause we all just wanna be big rock stars and living hilltop bosses, driving 15 cars. The girls come easy and the drugs come cheap. Well, I'll stay skinny cause we just won't eat it. We'll hang out in the coolest bars and we are people.
7 years or so, and we'll see how things are lining up for them. It looks promising, but they have to come through and execute.
Two. And he makes the first. And Chris, as your career progressed, your free throw shooting percentage jumped up about 20 points higher than when you started. That's not the case for a lot of players. Just how hard is it for a big man to improve their free throw shooting throughout their career?
Okay, that's probably one of the things I'm proudest of, is that I have the record for going from worst to that best improvement, and I worked out hard. I had a shooting coach, Buzz, who worked out every summer. I would take him everywhere with me, Kev. I mean,
really?
I would take this guy to the club, to church, to a restaurant, to he'd have to wait outside the bathroom. Everywhere I went that summer, I wanted him, with me, because you have to focus and concentrate on it. You think about it, you have to change not only your mental habits, your repetition, but your thought process. So step one is the figuring out that shot. Step two is how many repetitions. Step three is, can you get that in game time atmosphere? You really can't unless you punish yourself in the summer with running. So if you have to do a suicide every one you miss, or it just was just so much work and intensity on it, because you have to build up so much trust. Because the reason why guys shoot bad free throws, they don't trust it. They shoot a different way every time. And it was fun becoming better at that, but that's probably one of the toughest things I've ever done, was get better at shooting free throws, because the concentration and the time allowed it to try to improve.
Ba'amute with the steal. There's 48 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Inside, and Baines kicks to Holmes. Clock at 6. Holmes, that's a screen. Goes up the baseline. Again, Curry missing.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
T kicks to Udo. Rebounded by Holmes.
Wow, he just does everything right there except hit the layup.
Here's Bullock. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Curry on the wing. Poked away. Put off in time. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Cleveland Cavaliers. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. And we'll be right back after this. We caught up with Kyrie Irving earlier, and he talked a little bit about...
We expect so much out of each other every single night, and the team is going to go as hard as we go, as well as the other pieces that we have on the team. But we have to control it from a standpoint that we have to play off each other.
Kyrie reminding us that it's not just the expectations of the fans and the media, but also, perhaps the most demanding of all, are the expectations that they've got for each other.
Oh yeah. They're constantly trying to manage expectations while still demanding the best from one another. And I got to tell you, it's fun to watch.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
They've gotten that perimeter game going in that first, and for me, that was the difference.
Well, and not only in terms of building the lead, but now the defense has to extend itself. That leads to other opportunities.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. They've got Reggie Bullock, Aaron Baines out there with Holmes, and there's Seth Curry. And it's Mba'amute in at the 3 slot. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Guys, the league may have never seen a player with more control on and off the court than LeBron James. He is a superstar, a playmaker, a coach on the floor. Some say he's the GM, and he even has a stake in a player agent business. LeBron says it's his dream to one day own an NBA team. Well, he's certainly getting some practice. Kevin?
No question about it, David. He's well on his way. As important a player as we've ever seen in basketball. Outside Curry. Screen by Ba'amute. And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That is his first foul of the game. The Pistons making a change here. Lee's checked in. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Here's Bullock. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Ball's knocked loose, and it's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession. Bullock dishes to Baines. 2 on the clock. Again, the Cavaliers score.
Well, one thing I like about Ty Lue is at the same time he's a player's coach, he's also got the confidence to take charge. That's important on a team with star talent like the Cavs.
Ellington the pass to Caldwell Pope. There's a screen, and Rashawn Holmes gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Personal foul. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. T kicks to Lee. He feeds it to Udo. 4 on the shot clock. For 3, Caldwell Pope hits it from three-point range. Caldwell Pope's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And Ty Lue not shy about holding his stars accountable.
No, he's not. He'll critique everyone from the 15th man up to LeBron. He still wants his players' input, asking his guys what works for them, what they're comfortable with.
Curry, good.
Well, it's nice to have an option like him every time down the court.
Pistons trail by 15. Now a timeout called by Detroit.
Start it.
Well, Chris, you played for a number of coaches in your storied career. What's the one thing that the average NBA fan doesn't give coaches enough credit for, would you say?
Well, I would say they don't give coaches enough credit for understanding players, and not just how players play, but understanding players' moods, understanding the idiosyncrasies of a guy's just being. Just the fact that they're totally immersed in basketball. So the fact that you may have a guy that knows offense, I mean, coach knows offense, he knows defense, he knows styles of plays, he knows more than the offense that he's just bringing to the table. So I would just say I think the overall knowledge and years put in to being a coach is probably the most underestimated attribute by fans.
That's great. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And he wasn't going to get away with that one. Still in motion when he set that screen.
He even knew he wasn't in good position. He tried to slide himself into a better spot. The official wasn't having it.
Here's the screen. Here's Bullock. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Now on the play, basket counts, so it'll be a three-point play chance.
And that pattern continues, guys. Another heat check, another log on the fire.
Oh, I know this feeling. They're in that special zone where you feel untouchable. They haven't missed in a while.
The Cavaliers shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
Drummond's checked in for Udo. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Cleveland. Victor Oladipo comes in for Mbamute. Gobert with the block. The Cavaliers leading by 19. Curry kicks to Bullock. Passes it to Holmes. Wide open shot is on the money.
And a terrific percentage here in the first half. You gotta love their rhythm and the flow with which they're playing.
Well, it's the shot selection. That's been a positive for them thus far and a negative for their opponent.
There's a good screen to stop the run. Here's Drummond. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
He'll be beating himself up if they can't come back because he is not carrying his weight at the offensive end.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And for the Cavaliers, every move they make is going to be under the microscope. When you have the league's most dominant player in LeBron James, there's pressure to make the most of his window.
The Pistons shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Harris is checked in for the Pistons. Mitchell comes in for Jeff T. Then for the Cavaliers, Green comes in for Rashawn Holmes. And James subbed in for Reggie Bullock. Harris against LeBron. Back to Oladipo. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Oladipo's got 5. And for the city of Cleveland, you can't overstate the impact of the Cavaliers' first title back in 2016.
Yeah, a city that had felt cursed in a lot of ways. Now it's been lifted. There's a sense they're back on a level playing field with the rest of the country.
Here's Mitchell, guarded by Curry. Launches it. Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
You know, the defense was lax right there, and he's able to make them pay.
Gobert the screen. Curry dishes to Gobert. Oladipo outside. Knocked away and stolen by Drummond. Kicks to Mitchell from deep. And another 3 for Detroit.
Well, that's a shot they'll be happy with on every trip, no matter who's taking it.
Dishes to Green. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And who doesn't love stats? Here are some numbers for Drummond. 2nd in rebounding, 2nd in field goal percentage, and he's a defensive ball hawk. You can't let your guard down. Remember, he's 10th in the league in steals per game.
And again, look what he's done so far this season. Wiping the boards clean, ranking 2nd in the league in rebounds. Outstanding effort. So Stan Van Gundy is going to talk to his team here. Timeout.
And when you look at what the Pistons have done, pretty clear, this is a team that has a vision of who they want to be. Strong defensively, really good at rebounding the basketball, and I think deliberate and patient on the offensive side of the floor.
And the Pistons making a change here. Bradley's checked in, and Cleveland with a change here too. Irving's checked in. Mitchell kicks to Bradley. Drummond a screen. Bradley against Oladipo. It's stolen by Green. James, the pass to Irving. And it's sent back by Drummond. Outside Bradley. Here's Mitchell. He's covered by Irving. Mitchell kicks to Bradley. He dishes it to Mitchell. Pistons passing it around. Harris a screen on Green. Drummond a screen. Here's Mitchell. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper. Mitchell's got his 3rd basket of the night. The Cavaliers leading by 14. And with the Pistons, this has been the identity the team has been aiming for under Stan Van Gundy. It's taken shape, but has yet, Greg, to produce big results.
I think it's because they've just always been 1 or 2 pieces short of making that next jump. I think the conference has gotten stronger, and while their best players are really good, I don't think they're quite at that elite level yet to allow this group to take that next step.
Here's Drummond. Gobert with the block. Bradley against LeBron. Outside Irving. From the arc. And another 3 for Cleveland.
Well, Irving is a knockdown 3-point artist. Sensational at measuring these 3-point perimeter shots.
Mitchell dishes to Bradley. From the line. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Bradley's got 9.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
To the paint, Oladipo. And Oladipo stays with it. And the Cavaliers lead by 19.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Outside Bradley. Shoots the 3. But they'll get another chance. Mitchell passes to Drummond. It's Bradley on the wing. Second chance shot. And count it. And a chance for one more at the free throw line.
A little bit of physicality from Bradley. Taking the knock, fighting through it to get the bucket, plus the and one chance.
Well, usually when you talk about a 6'2 shooting guard, you figure undersized defensively. Avery Bradley, Chris, won first-team All-Defense in 2016.
Oh, well, I love Avery's game, and let's talk about his improvement offensively. This guy was a candidate and should have won Most Improved in the league, and in my opinion as well. Just such a hard worker, the heart and soul of his team.
Cleveland leading by 16. Pass to Green. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Green's got his first points of the game.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Here's Roberson, covered by LeBron. And Roberson kicks to Drummond. Here's Bradley. The good-looking shot from the wing. He's got 14.
He's one of the guys having a solid game for them, but as a whole, they've been lacking.
Gobert, the screen. Oladipo outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
No three-pointers for him in the second quarter yet, but he did have one in the first.
And the basket by Harris.
Whether it's inside or outside, Harris remains steady and ready to shoot the ball. He definitely has the trust of his teammates and coaches.
Gobert, the screen. Shot off the pick. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. 1:57 left to play in the first half. Harris with it. Now Green defending. 13 feet away. Count that one, and the Cleveland lead has been cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Harris.
Well, even when you are right in Harris's face, he feels at ease rising up to the J. You can only do so much against this guy sometimes.
Got freed up. Nice work off the pitch. 18 points for LeBron.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
Team ball. Great execution on offense. Everyone working together. You wish you could have that on every play.
And it's Bradley off the drive. Gobert with the block. Woo. LeBron outside. Rejected by Harris.
And Harris just using that long reach of his so well on defense. Shooters have to be more careful or he'll rise up and swat your shot away.
Here's Mitchell, covered by Irving. Robertson dishes to Mitchell. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. And it's in there. Irving's got 5 points now this quarter.
Look at that. Irving just leaked out wonderfully in transition. He's a remarkable decision maker in fast break situations.
Here's Mitchell, covered by Irving. Harris against Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Offensive rebound. Drummond. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Now, he's only shooting 20% to begin this quarter, and you can tell it's beginning to wear on him.
This is his third free throw attempt of the game.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. John Lure, he's checked in for Harris. Caldwell Pope comes in for Avery Bradley. And it's Teague in for Mitchell. Then for the Cavaliers, Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Gobert. Rashad Holmes comes in for Jeff Green. And Mbah a Moute comes in for James. And it's Drummond with the jam.
And when he gets himself into the right position, Drummond so powerful in terms of finishing at the rim. The only way to prevent that alley-oop is to keep him from getting to the launching pad in the first place.
Here's Holmes. And it's, yeah, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
And they
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny the Jet Smith. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 18 points, 2 assists, and 1 steal. Some great work from him in the first 2 quarters. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
Well,
and that wraps up the...
Welcome back to the Palace at Auburn Hills. That's a look at the Renaissance Center, which dominates the skyline in downtown Detroit. The Cavaliers leading by 18. Inside, it's Harris and Drummond. Mitchell is out there with Avery Bradley. And it's Roberson in at the 3 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Stan Van Gundy.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Yeah, coming off of a good pick, you want to get that. When he gets the separation he needs, I know he would love to have that one back.
Teardrop shot. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And it's Oladipo with the jam.
I tell you what, whether it was Steve Nash, whether it was my boy Jay Will or Mike Bibby, when you're open, LeBron James finds you in no time. Terrific recognition. You love playing with guys like that.
Drummond with a screen on Irving. Mitchell passes to Harris. Drummond sets the screen for Harris. 5 on the clock. Over Green. Harris misses.
You can see that he definitely takes rebounding seriously, and his size really helps him come down with plenty of those tough boards.
Stolen away. Here's Roberson, guarded by Green. Harris outside. At the elbow, it's Drummond. Over Gobert. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And watching Andre Drummond play, he's really just an old school type center. I mean, he eats up space in the middle and finishes plays in close. Not a skilled guy who can pull a defender away from the basket.
And he knocks down the first one. And with Drummond, he does play like towering centers of decades past.
Yeah, I mean, he isn't great at moving the ball around or hitting shots from range, but his size and athleticism are elite and one of the best rebounders in our game.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
And in a short period of time, the former UConn Husky Drummond has blossomed into an elite center, just taking the league by storm.
Irving kicks to Gobert. James outside. It's stolen by Bradley. Now here's Bradley, the fast break opportunity. LeBron grabs the miss.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Down low. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And Oladipo has some parts of his game that needs work, but he is certainly terrific on the big finish.
Yeah, I mean, he's got longer arms than you would think for a player of his size, and the overall physical skill set, there's no doubt about it. You know, you look at his ability to just stay floating in the air for that extra moment when he's in attack mode, and this is a young man that still has his best basketball ahead of him.
Bradley dishes to Harris. Bradley sets the pick for Harris. Back to Bradley. The tray. Bradley with another miss.
That's a big donut, folks, here. Start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
LeBron passes to Irving. Gobert with a screen for Irving from the baseline. Yep, that one goes in there. Irving's got 10.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Timeout, timeout.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. And Kyrie Irving very steady with the ball in his hands. Not a lot of turnovers for a player who handles the ball as much as he does.
Yeah, I mean, he makes great reads. Pick and roll, drives, kicks. He keeps his dribble low, but sometimes he has his dribble high. He's great at the pocket passes, great off pick and rolls, great at screens, and can space the floor.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Curry's checked in. Green kicks to Irving. Gobert, the screen to the paint. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. They push it up 4 on 3. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Yeah, getting theirs before the defense can set up.
Now, that's just the aggressiveness of transition, making sure they come away with points.
And Chris, it's a players' league, and yet the officials, of course, have an impact on games. I'm thinking of a certain Game 6 back in 2002. In your opinion, How does the league ensure greater consistency with the officiating of games?
Well, I promised myself, Kevin, thanks for bringing up 2002, that I would never think about that aloud. You know, I'm going to have to go lay on somebody's couch after we do this game right here. But I think the league just has to be transparent. They have to let fans know when the ref has messed up. We're all human, so I think it comes into play when you aren't transparent, when you aren't honest with your fans, because we have the smartest fans of any sport, I believe. And so I think transparency is good, but human error is always going to be in there as long as it doesn't go back to the type of human error we saw in 2002.
But Chris, I do sense that is a goal of theirs, and bit by bit they're getting toward that goal.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, you know, I believe that our league has done some great jobs when it comes to advancing referees and how the game is officiated. When you look at, not only do we have the referee center back in New York, where the referees now can go and get help, and the game is faster, and also, you know, we have 3 refs on the floor, and so and we have the best conditioned refs, and so I think the game is just going to be better because we have passionate refs, we have passionate officials, and passionate players, and we're going to work together to make sure that this game is the best for every fan to be presented to, and also that every player has a chance to win a championship and don't have their heart broken.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Wayne Ellington's checked in for Avery Bradley. Now here's Irving. Defense is right there. Curry outside. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Curry's got 14 points for the game.
Oh, simple screen, but there was a defensive mix-up that left the man wide open.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Mitchell. 14 points for him. They set the pick. Udo dishes to Harris. Just 4 to shoot. Over LeBron.
Oh, James is a tough defender. He uses his body well. He stays with this man and makes life difficult on him.
That's his second personal foul.
The Cavaliers leading by 19 points. Gobert, the screen. Irving kicks to Green. Pass to LeBron. Over Udo. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's Mitchell. He's covered by Irving. Harris a screen on Irving. The pass to Lee. Nice ball movement by Detroit. They set the pick. Here's Mitchell. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Mitchell's got 8 points here in this quarter. The Cavaliers have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Gobert, the screen. James kicks to Gobert. The dish to Curry. Feeds it to Green. And the rejection by Udo. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. Jeff Teague, who's checked in for the Pistons.
Jeff Teague.
Shot from the inbound. Irving. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
And what I like is that Irving is a confident scorer. Even amongst the trees, he finds a way to score the ball.
And stolen by James. And here we go. Fast break. LeBron's got it. Over Harris. And off the front iron. And in it goes. And that's 20 points for LeBron.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Oh, yeah, up by double digits. They're trying to keep the momentum, keep the foot on the neck. That's his focus right now.
Pistons trail by 21. T kicks to Udo. The feed now to Lee. Green against Harris. Lee sets a screen for Harris. Just 5 to shoot. And with Tobias Harris, he's a player who bounced around more than you would think in the early part of his career. C-Webb, he was traded twice in his first 5 years in the league, which is odd given how he's been growing and developing as a player.
Well, yeah, trades aren't necessarily about the team not being happy with you. It's about finding the right spot. So He had the right work ethic, so you knew Harris was going to improve, and you also knew he was going to be around. Coaches love Harris's hard-working ability, so the future's bright for this kid.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Detroit. Cleveland also making some changes. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert, and Mbah-a-Moute comes in for Jeff Green. Here's Curry. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Harris against Mbah-a-Moute. Tries from 10, and too long on the shot.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead. And I'm just not sure the league has ever seen a more intimidating slasher than LeBron James. A 6'8" bullet train. He's so strong, so quick, and if he gets a shoulder on you, watch out.
Lures checked in for Tobias Harris.
You got to admire LeBron. I mean, he's such a competitive athlete. He's one of the most competitive athletes you'll see in all of sports.
Caldwell-Pope kicks to Lure. Lure, a screen on Irving. Irving against T. Launches a 3. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. And LeBron always feels like he can get past his man. It's that next level of the D he focuses on.
And if I'm the help, I play him for the pass. I don't want to be in that poster. Maybe the most devastating finisher in league history.
Here's Teague, and it's sent back by Irving. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Caldwell-Pope.
James is such a powerful player. Amazing at how he draws contact on the way up. Well, among the most feared one-on-one scorers in the league, that is Kyrie Irving. He has the handles to get to wherever he wants, no matter where he is on the floor. He's a threat.
A free throw good, LeBron. And Kyrie Irving sniffing that 50, 40, 90 territory. 50% from the field, 40% from deep, 90% from the line. He is that kind of shooter. And Chris, what a handle.
Yeah, he's not just a stationary threat. It's his creativity combined with that efficiency. That's what makes him so deadly.
Yeah, still moving a little bit when he set that screen. You'll argue that he was set, but I really didn't think so.
I think you'll probably see more arguments on those illegal screen calls than just about any other play, maybe the charge call, but guys never think they're moving.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Rashawn Holmes, who's checked in for James, and it's Reggie Bullock in for Irving. T kicks to Caldwell-Pope. Lure the screen. Ellington the pass to Caldwell-Pope. Outside Teague. Drummond sets the screen for Teague. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Curry dishes to Mbah-a-Moute. To the right side. Here's Bullock. We're covering. Stolen by Lure. Caldwell-Pope outside. Teague with a clean look. Connects from three-point range. Teague's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell-Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
Outside Curry. Back to Mbah-a-Moute. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. And now a chance to take a look at the shot chart for the Cavaliers.
Well, that is what it looks like when you are in the zone. He's been very efficient with his scoring and is leading the way for his team on offense. With every make, you can see the confidence growing. And I don't think he'll slow down anytime soon.
Bullock. It's offline from half court.
And if you want to drive your coach crazy, this is a good place to start.
Come on, man. This is a clown move. Heaving it from the parking lot, showing very little respect for the game.
Holmes, that's a screen. There's the pick. Curry kicks to Bullock. Passes it to Holmes. Fires from deep. Buries it from three-point range. Holmes got 7 points.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
Ellington the pass to Caldwell Pope. He kicks it to Teague. Snatched away. 1:12 left in the third quarter of the game. Curry dishes to Mbah-a-Moute. Count it, good. 9 points in the game so far.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
T kicks to Ellington. The Pistons working the ball around now. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look and another three for Detroit.
And Caldwell Pope can be a volume three-point shooter, meaning when he gets a lot of attempts from there, he can fill it up from downtown.
Holmes, that's a screen. Here's Curry, pass to Holmes. Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession.
Talk about ugly. No pressure being put on him, and he sails the pass right out of bounds.
The Pistons making a change here. Roberson's checked in. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for Mbah-a-Moute. Roberson the pass to Teague. Drummond a screen, back to Roberson. 16 seconds left in the third quarter. And out of bounds, the Cavaliers will take it.
Roberson.
We've got 13 seconds left here in the third quarter. And here is Curry. Launches it. And the miss. And so it's Cleveland, holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Let's listen in now to head coach Stan Van Gundy from a few moments ago.
You're gonna have to help.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. They've got Chalmers, Rashawn Holmes-Alke out there with Aaron Baines. Then there's Reggie Bullock, and it's Wright in at the 2. Frazier dishes to Lure. Good, great play set up by Frazier. Lure's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Pistons. Cleveland leading by 23. Wright outside. Softly drops in the floater.
Oh, look at the soft touch on the teardrop.
Detroit's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. Bradley, no one around him. And the Pistons getting another bucket right there.
And that's where he's most comfortable. Bradley crafting this game to excel in the catch and shoot.
And Wright kicks to Baines. Pass to Holmes. He feeds it to Chalmers from downtown. And it's Lure with the rebound. Pistons shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. Here's World Peace. Plays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
And Chalmers kicks to Holmes. Well, there have been some questions regarding the NBA's playoff format, Chris, if the division by conference is a good thing or if we should open it up to even more teams. Should we even have divisions? If you were going to change anything, what might you change in the playoff format in any way?
Well, I'll tell you this. I would not add more teams. Please. I mean, if you're going to add more teams to watch more bad teams, right. No. If you can't win almost 50% of your games, no way.
Agreed.
I did hear one thing that was kind of interesting is that what if you ranked the teams 1 through 16 in the playoffs? So that, yes, I still believe in divisions.
Right.
Because I want the season to matter. Divisions, championships, that matters for a fan base. Those type of things matter. So I want to keep those in there. But if you did 1 through 16, that way, so the last two teams didn't have to play the best competition until the end. I just think that might be interesting. You never know what type of matchups you may have, but I think we've been having some great basketball in the last 15 years, so I don't know if necessarily we really need to change anything about the playoffs.
Interesting observations. Back to right. Just 5 to shoot. Trying to get back on track. And another miss by Cleveland.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Baines with the block. And they get it back. And World Peace kicks to Bradley. Lure a screen on right. And it's Lure, top of the key. They get it back. Here's Bradley. Bradley with another miss.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
To the left wing. Here's Bullock, guarded by Bradley. Here's Chalmers. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
I mean, I don't know whether to say it's amazing or it's sad, but you're down double digits and you still allow an uncontested layup. Where is the pride? Where is your heart?
Sinks the three-pointer.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second three of the game.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
LeBron James is such a devastating finisher. Cleveland's goal has been to surround him with as many three-point shooters as possible, trying to keep the defense spread out.
For the Pistons, Drummond's checked in for John Lure. Tobias Harris comes in for Meta World Peace. And it's Mitchell in for Frazier. Irving kicks to Green. Dishes it to James. Detroit with the rebound. And the old guard used to say that jump shooting teams can't win titles. Chris, that playoff defense was just too tough.
Well, it's a different time. The Cavs win while taking a ton of threes. Still, though, LeBron's interior threat is what creates those open looks.
Here's Mitchell. He's covered by Irving. Mitchell passes to Bradley. 5 to shoot. There's the screen. And another three for Detroit.
He's making shots from that area, and the D is not respecting his range. They better respect it now.
On the wing, Irving. Kicks it to Gobert. Back to Irving. Chris, we've seen video review get introduced into the NBA and tweaked as we go along, refining it, polishing it off. And at this point, would you like to see video review expanded even further? Or do you think it's in a good spot where it stands right now?
I think it's in a good spot right now. I'm sure if I had time to think about it, there are areas in which you want to go to. But if you really think about it, I mean, the game is supposed to be a spur of the moment. It's supposed to be just players free-flowing and playing. And you don't want to make the game slower by going to the officiating video every single time. Right now, I don't think you should do it on charges and blocks, which is probably one of the most controversial calls in the game. I think where we have it now is good because it gives a balance, and right now we do not need the game to lengthen in any way, if anything, shorten. And I think adding anything more to refereeing and videos, I think will just make the game last longer.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Green, the screen. Irving kicks to Green. James against Bradley. Shoots. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. James has got 26.
Love seeing James shoot the ball. He dialed in from that area on the floor.
Bradley is screen on Oladipo. Mitchell dishes to Drummond. Here's Bradley. Good D by Irving. The Cavaliers leading by 16. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
Look, Irving is one of the fastest guys in the game. Sensational at drawing contact on his way to the rack. And this Cavaliers team, for all its talent, rarely in league history has a superstar yielded so much control as built around LeBron James.
Shooting two, gentlemen.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving. And LeBron not shy about making his voice heard when it comes to moves he feels the Cavs need to make.
He wants to win. His understanding of the game isn't just limited to his part to play, but also the pieces around him as well.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Well, if you ask me, Irving has quickly ascended into one of the league's best players. I mean, a fast, lethal point guard with a beautiful jump shot. What else can you ask for?
Bradley kicks to Drummond. Back to Bradley. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's going to be on Victor Oladipo.
The ability to draw contact and get to the line is a great tool for any player to have, but it's really a bonus for perimeter players like Bradley.
And Avery Bradley won the national high school title at Findlay Prep and was considered a top 5 prospect. Some had him even at number 1, and still after one season at Texas, he fell to the Celtics at 19 in that 2010 draft.
Shooting two.
That free throw good from Avery Bradley. And Bradley, a great athlete. He won the dunk contest in high school, terrific player, but he's not a big highlight player, it seems, in the NBA, Greg.
Yeah, you know, his strength and explosiveness more on display defensively, and that's been his meal ticket. He's added skill, though. He's turned the corner and has become a two-way threat.
Both free throws good from Avery Bradley.
And this is one of the things they need to keep doing in the second half to get this win. Keep knocking down those free throws. They've been sensational here at the line.
Green, the screen. Outside Irving. Floats one. Basket good. Irving's got 10 points in just the second half.
I like when Irving turns on the jet. Amazing quickness on the drive from the speedy guard.
Mitchell kicks to Bradley. He dishes it to Drummond. Over Gobert. Gobert with the block. LeBron with it. To the middle. Here's Green. Some solid defense from Harris.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
There's the pass to Drummond. Outside Bradley. There's the triple. Cracks in the tray. Bradley's got 27.
He is taking smart shots out there and knocking them down. Outstanding work from the three-point line so far.
Bradley against James. Outside Irving. Floats it up for James. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, you love seeing James soar like an eagle. He's exceptional at rising up quickly for the alley-oop.
Here's Mitchell, covered by Irving. Drummond a screen. Drummond sets the screen for Bradley. Off the pick. Second shot opportunity, and there's the nice layup by Drummond.
Now, the energy Drummond has on the glass, it's really ridiculous. He's a spark plug, a real spark plug.
Outside Irving. Oladipo outside. There's Green with the three. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond.
Cavaliers ball.
And a wide open look for Irving. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And that's now 21 points for Kyrie Irving. Pistons trail by 18. Here's Mitchell. The dish to Bradley. Drummond a screen. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
Cleveland ball.
The Cavaliers leading by 18. Outside Irving. Now here's Oladipo. He's covered closely, and the wide open shot from Green. Again, the miss by Green.
This shot's just, it's not there right now. With this team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Drummond passes to Roberson.
And you so often hear about how much Detroit Pistons fans pride themselves on the defense of this team. It's a part of the franchise's identity. All the fans in Detroit definitely love their defense.
And the Cavs front office never shy about making bold moves. You think about changing coaches a couple seasons ago, even with the team's record at 30-11.
Well, T. Lue is the answer. They weathered a lot of criticism, part of the responsibility of leadership. You can't always make the popular call. You got to make the right call.
2 shots.
The first free throw is good. He's off on the second. And Stan Van Gundy, known for being one of the more demanding coaches when it comes to defense. He doesn't care who you are. If you're not giving it your all on the defensive end, you're going to find yourself on the bench.
Well, he's clear with what he wants and what he expects, and, when you step on the floor.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
The D has no answer for him inside, and they better figure him out soon if they want to win this one.
Chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, LeBron James.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. Bradley dishes to Mitchell. Harris against Green. Harris kicks to Roberson. Back to Harris. 6 on the shot clock. He doesn't hit that one. James with some nice D. There's the pick. Irving up top. Back to LeBron. And the dunk by James.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Mitchell passes to Drummond. It's Bradley on the wing. It's stolen by Oladipo. And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth. Green dishes to Oladipo. Now Gobert. 6 to shoot. Now here is Irving. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Cavaliers.
They had a fantastic play from the bench.
And this team has great depth, and they showed it in this game.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And they put themselves into the driver's seat in regards to the season series with this team. Tonight's win will give them a 2-1 edge with only one left to play.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for LeBron.
Just the scoring alone. I mean, it's a fantastic game for him. He was just going over, around, through the defense, all day long.
Holmes kicks to Baines. Here is Mbamute. From outside, off the mark. Detroit's gone to three-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. Lobbed up there for Drummond. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession. Udo's checked in for Drummond. 46 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Lee is screen on Chalmers. Shot clock at 6. Chalmers against T. The wing jumper off target. Cleveland controlling the game. Screen by Mbamute. Feeds it to Chalmers. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Teague against Chalmers. Teague kicks to Lure. Shoots over Holmes. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
He's just able to shoot over people at a high rate.
Well, yeah, using his size. That's what I like about his game. He understands where he has the advantage. Then he exploits it.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Chris